Barbara is very graciously stayed overtime, and so that, okay, Jason is not here. Jason here. Well, Jason, get up here, you're going to lose out. Jason is officially running or not?
Yes.
He is officially running against Paul Davis for the House.
I'm sure that a lot of you out there don't know who I am, so let me tell you a little bit about my background and where I'm from, and hopefully I'll have time later on to answer all your questions. My name is Jason Elaine. I live in Dover on Main Street. Before that I lived in Quebec, and before that I lived my whole life in Sanford. So I'm a Mainer from birth, and I've been here about 4 years now. My dad was born in Dover Foxcroft back in 1939. My grandfather ran the J.J. Newberry store that's no longer here, but some of you may remember that. He was the manager there. And I decided a few years ago to come back to Central Maine. And we were helping with a campaign this past fall, and someone asked me if I would be interested in running, and I know Sue has been lobbying, and I couldn't commit up until today because I'm in the military, and I'm a major in the Maine Army National Guard, and I was doing some drills, and I just came back from drill just now. I just got back into town. So I know I don't have much time. I'm going to have a website. You can go on if you have the internet. It's jasonelaine.com, and I'll be willing to add. I'm going to stay around. So if you have any questions, and hopefully you'll learn about me in the future and where I stand. But I can tell you, I've been a lifelong Democrat. I've been a former town meeting member. I've been on the warrant committee in the town meeting in Sanford. Very active in the Democratic Party down there as a chairman for 12 years in the town of Sanford. So, I'm with you, and I hope I can count on your votes and support. And I've got I haven't even had anybody sign my petition to become a candidate. So I need to get 50 signatures today. I think we've got more than enough today to do that. So with that, I'll go ahead and...
Can you please spell your last name?
Yeah, it's A-L-L-A-I-N. Also, I do have phone numbers for everybody, and I have my card. So if anybody isn't sure how to reach somebody, doesn't have a computer, whatever, feel free to call me. It is now 4:30, and running late. If there is somebody that just has to say something. Oh, well, he's from Quebec only. Let me introduce Jim, though. Jim Gozine is representing Quebec. He's from Greenville. And he was good enough, even though he only had the one town. Most of you can vote for him. He's a great guy, though. I'll tell you. But if you're from Quebec, you definitely want to meet this man.
I'll make this real brief because you've got a caucus to do. First of all, I'd like to say thank you. It's amazing to me to see this much of a turnout. I've been to several other caucuses today. The numbers are phenomenal. All of that speaks to the fact that we want some change. It's time. I'm glad to say that I didn't use the expression that Sue Mackey Andrews said, because if I had been standing up here saying something about women who couldn't or shouldn't be driving, I probably would be I'm glad she got away with that and I didn't. We all knew what you meant. It's time for change in District 27. Quebec is the only town among the people in this room that is part of my district. I'm running for the legislature for District 27. I was also asked by the legislative leadership to run. Some of you may have seen me on the news, on Maine Public Television, on the newspapers and whatnot over the last 3 or 4 years. I've been campaigning very hard to see to it that the deal that's struck with Plum Creek and the Moosehead region is as good for the people of the region as it is for Plum Creek. And that has been my focus of work over the last 2 or 3 years. I believe it's time that the legislature knew where District 27 is and knew where Piscataquis County is. And I don't believe that the representation we've had in the past, historically, has helped that to happen. For the people who live in Sebec, I know there's a table or sign up or something like that. I'm going to leave some information sheets about me and also a petition which is specific for the town of Sebec. I'm also looking for signatures, although I have to say that I've got quite a few already today from some other towns with some volunteers, and all the way from, I've been from Greenville to Cambridge to Brownville, and here, this is my last stop. My wife is standing by the wall over here. Sheila, I couldn't do it without my wife. You know how that is. I appreciate all of you being here. It's so important that we all focus. We're going to be a team. The three of us are going to be a team for this district, and it's going to take all three of us.
I have a question just for clarification. The signing, the sheets, some people were told you can only put one name on each sheet, and Sue said no, one name on each line. So we can fill up those sheets.
I have them here if anyone needs them.
Okay, see as time is getting away from us, unless there is somebody who is dying to say something about a candidate, I'm gonna go ahead and get on with our meeting. And the next thing we need to do is elect some officers. I'm not really a caucus officer. For today, so if someone would like to make a nomination for the chair for this meeting, I now take it. Okay, Rusty Willett has been nominated.
Second.
I'm supposed to follow Robert's Rules of Orders, and that's not my, they don't teach us that in PT school. But, okay, is there anybody else that wants to make a nomination for someone to run the rest of the meeting?
Meetings over.
I close nominations. Everybody in favor of Rusty taking over?
Rusty took over a long time ago.
Well, and then we need a nomination for secretary.
I'll nominate Sue.
Is there a second? Is there anybody else that would like to nominate somebody? Cindy said maybe somebody else will want to. I move the nominations be closed. All in favor of Cindy? There. Thank you. I hope you all will meet, now wait a minute, Dr. McDermott's daughter and her friend. Abby, thank you. Who were very kindly agreed to pass out the forms and everything for all of you. Having teenagers get active in our caucus is so important. I just can't stress it enough. I do want to say I'm sorry that we're so overcrowded. Next year, we will have Morton Avenue School. Hopefully, the town will be moved, and we'll have a great big room for us to meet in, so that we have something to look forward to. I'll turn the meeting over to Rusty.
Rusty, before you do that, can I just hand this stack to somebody from Sebec and ask you to pass them around to Sebec folks? That'd be great. Thank you.
If anybody wants to turn in the sheet they filled out too.
Dover, are they all Dover? Send them to me, only Dover to me.
Show that you were registered with that.
Dover Foxcroft registration sheet. I'm going to give it to you. Yeah, it's like this too.
It's Dover?
We can conduct a